Good morning, everybody. This is Terry with Gateway to Counseling. And, you know, I I am surrounded by people who are adults and frequently blame their past for their current behaviors. And I don't know what it was about me, but I really believe that once I turned 18 and left home, that I was an adult and I became responsible for my life. Now, does that mean that I didn't make mistakes based on my past? Of course I did, because it's a learned behavior, right? We learn how to interact with each other. We learn how to interact with the world. We learn how to interact with ourselves. And so when you learn certain patterns, then those things continue until someone points them out to you, right? And so I was very much focused on being an adult and not allowing things that occurred in my past to dictate my current life. So I don't like the victim mentality because it becomes an excuse, right? So I'm a firm believer that we are adults and we decide what type of life we want. And that is so exciting to me because that means I have all the power. I was watching something. I'm kind of going off topic, but it's all related. But I was watching Robert Morris on TV on Easter Sunday. And I just love this guy. And one of the things he talked about was how we have dominion. We as human beings have dominion over everything because we were given that authority. That means we even have dominion over Satan and all the evil that comes up in life. And I love that because it gives me so much power to have a good life. You know, there are evil people in the world. And I'm not saying that everybody who does something bad is evil. No, I don't believe that at all. But I am so surrounded by children who tell me their stories and adults who tell me their stories about the pain and the suffering and the abuse that they suffered. And I truly believe, I didn't used to believe it, but I believe now that there are just evil people in the world. People who lock their kids in freezers, people who lock their kids and make them sleep in a bathtub and don't feed them for days on end, knowing that they're diabetic. I don't know what possessed people to do this. And my first thought is, well, they're on drugs. No, not all of them are on drugs. There are just people in this world that are only out for themselves and mean to do you harm. And just because we know that doesn't mean we have to give them power over us. Unfortunately, when you're a child, you don't have a lot of options, do you? And I understand that. And that's what hurts. That hurts a lot when you're a child and you don't have options. For example, your mom is in love with a man and he is physically abusing your brother, sexually abusing you, doing drugs, causing you to move from house to house to house so that you have to move from school to school to school. And you have no choices in that, right? Well, I say you don't. I know kids that call CPS and say, come and get me. I can't take this anymore, right? But you have to go through that for a period of time. But when you become adults, guys, we make decisions in our lives and we decide if we're going to allow our past to dictate our present and our future. And I just refuse. I refuse to allow my perpetrator from my, age 7 to determine what I'm doing at age 52. Yes, I just told you my age. So I just refuse to do that. And I hope that you will join me on this journey to say, no, I'm taking back my power. I am going to be in control of my life because I am now an adult and you can't control me anymore like that. I can decide to have a good, happy, peaceful life. One of the things I decide now as an adult is, my youngest daughter, Venice, was laughing with me the other day, and she was saying, how peaceful our relationship is. And I said, because I just refuse to allow drama in my life. I just refuse. And there are people that come into my life that are full of drama, and they want to engage in drama. And it's not that I'm going to stop talking to them, but I will for the day, or I will for the week, or I will for the month. Because I don't need the drama in my life. And when you're ready to come at me with a peaceful state of mind, then we can have fun and enjoy each other, right? So anyway, join me to reclaim your life and say, I am not a victim anymore. I'm a survivor, and I am in control of my life. See you guys on the other side. Bye-bye.